God, good day. This is Tanetta, your relationship coach and Speak Your Truth, where I educate and inspire you to, of course, be who you are and to speak your truth within your own relationships. And it's always dealing with ourselves first, y'all. We're the first relationship that we have to learn how to deal with and be. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, everything else will come afterwards. But like I said, this is Tanetta, Speak Your Truth, and I hope that you all, of course, enjoyed this video. Just keep in mind that it may be triggering to some. We're still talking about trauma and healing and self-care and that kind of thing as well. So like I said, if you're one who knows others that may need this information, please make sure that you're sharing this video out. Please make sure that you're liking and commenting as well, so I can, of course, talk to you in the comments and get to know who you are and that kind of thing too. But like I said, this video is talking about learning about the trauma. I know I've been talking about trauma all month. Of course, again, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it's also Sexual Abuse Prevention. Child Abuse Prevention Month. I'm sorry. Like I said, my main focus was on the sexual abuse and the sexual trauma. Me being a survivor, that's something, like I said, that I want to talk to you all about, because I know I'm not the only one that's out there that needs this type of information, need this type of assistance, and need this type of healing as well. And like I said, learning about the trauma, that was something that I had to do as well, just to let you all know. Of course, I actually went through 3.5 years of counseling back when I was in college to deal with some of these things. I guess I put it that way as well. And then, of course, as I've gotten older, that kind of thing, some of the stuff started triggering, coming back. As I moved more into life, got older, 20s and 30s, and was experiencing all those things, got married, got divorced, and all this stuff going on. And like I said, some of the things start coming back, of course. And I was still getting back inside that, at times, that depressive mode, at times being suicidal and all those kind of things. I had to learn, of course, about the trauma, what I was experiencing, what I was going through. Just to let you all know, of course, internet, everything, well, most things on the internet, as far as information, there's all kind of education out there about trauma, sexual abuse trauma, sexual assault trauma, and that kind of thing. There's all types of articles that you can find. Just search on our Google University. They have a lot of videos on YouTube, and of course, my videos, of course, can help as well. But like I said, you definitely have to learn about the trauma that you're going through and trauma that you experience. A lot of times, we, of course, know that know that we've been sexually abused and sexually assaulted, but we don't know about the whole entire trauma, what that process looks like in others and that kind of thing as well. Like I said, there's books out there that you can read. I don't think I have a book. Let me see if I do. No, I actually don't have a book, but I can look for some books or some information I guess that I can share with you all. Just keep that in mind. I will share some books or something with you all, and I'll put all those resources in the description of this video as well, so that you all can, of course, check some out and that kind of thing. Some of the ones that I've read and some of the things that I've, of course, had to read, like I said, ingest and realize some things about that kind of thing as well. I'll definitely share that with you all. So like I said, definitely look in the description of this video. You will see those particular resources. But like I said, learning about the trauma, that is definitely very important. You want to make sure that you know what's going on with your feelings, with your body, with the emotions that you're feeling, the depression, all those kind of things, and where those kind of things come from. I know some may not want to do that, but like I said, as far as going through your own journey and going through your healing process, you have to realize that, like I said, your trauma is not going to just disappear out of thin air, anything like that at all. But in order for you to, of course, try to get through this process and get through your healing journey, you have to know kind of what that process may look like, what kind of feelings you may, that I guess may have coming out, that kind of thing. You may cry, you may get upset, you may want to throw things, break things, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, that's definitely normal. People do get depressed and, of course, get anxious and get anxiety and that kind of thing. Behind traumatic experiences, that's, of course, common. That's understandable. I used to have bad nightmares as well, though. And of course, I was diagnosed with PTSD back when I was in college, actually, when I was going through counseling. But like I said, I know a lot of us out there have been diagnosed behind sexual abuse, sexual trauma with PTSD as well. But just keep in mind that as you're going through this process, just learn more about the process as well. Learn more about trauma and how it can affect the body. And like I said, when I was going through that and trying to figure out why I was all sometimes shaky, or sometimes, like I said, waking up just crazy, and just had a crazy weird dream or a violent dream and all these kind of things, and why all these triggers were happening and why I kept crying at this point or doing something else, whatever it was. Like I said, I had to definitely learn more about the trauma. Just learn more about sexual abuse and, of course, how it happens, why it happens, who it happens to, that kind of thing. I had to go through all those things just to learn. Of course, I know that hurt people. I know we always hear that. But, of course, I had to learn that through all my through all the research and all the education, all the stuff that I was looking at. I had to realize that as well, to know that, and the reason why I did that, just to let you all know, and that's the reason why I want you all to learn about the trauma and learn about what trauma causes, who and what kind of folks causes the trauma and that kind of thing. Like I said, we know hurt people hurt people. I had to realize that going through my journey that it was not my fault of what happened. I was a kid when I was sexually abused. That's not my fault. You may have been as well. You may have been raped or that kind of thing in college or in high school, whatever the case may be. And like I said, we have to know that it's not our fault. And learning about our trauma, educating yourself about trauma, and it could be still sexual assault, sexual abuse trauma, or if you have any other types of trauma, dealing with domestic violence or anything along those lines, or you were shot or anything like that. All those kind of things is trauma. And like I said, learning about those kind of things, learning why it happens, what the statistics are, just learning about the trauma in general, like I said, that will definitely lead you to your own realization as well. And the main realization that I realized as far as researching trauma, reading about it, just reading simple articles about like statistics and what happened, how many kids were sexually abused, boys and girls, and why people want to abuse kids and want to abuse people and stuff like that, how they, of course, prey on their victims. And I read about all those things. And like I said, what I became to realize, because I was for years saying it was my fault, I did this, and I caused this in some kind of way, even though I was a kid. Reading through all that stuff made me understand that I was not the cause for this. It was not my fault. And like I said, that was the main thing that I want you all to take from this video, that whatever trauma has happened to you is not your fault. Like I said, hurt people all the time. It's not your fault. And like I said, doing the research and that kind of thing, that's the main thing that I got from that. And of course, just to know also that I wasn't alone, that there was other survivors out there as well. That's why I'm doing this video, because I know there's other survivors listening to this that may have some information that they want to talk to me about, that kind of thing. Definitely feel free to reach out, y'all. Reach out to you all. I do not mind. You can, of course, put down in the comments or send me a message on Messenger, that kind of thing. Like I said, definitely reach out. I am a coach. I'm a social worker as well. And I've dealt with a lot of kids and families who have been through generational sexual abuse and different things like that. So let's keep that in mind. So like I said, definitely with this video, I just want to make sure that you knew that it's not your fault. And that learning about your trauma, why it happens, why the person hurts people and that kind of thing, it will definitely click off a light bulb in your head to let you know that it's not your fault. There's nothing to be ashamed of. This does happen. And like I said, the only thing that we have to look at from here is just moving forward, trying to get you to move forward, trying to get you to work through your healing process, and to get you to work through those triggers and all the feelings that you're having, the emotions and that kind of thing as well, so that you can live a more happier, a more whole and more fulfilling life. I guess I put it that way as well. Like I said, that's why I want for all you all listen to these videos. Actually, any video that I'm doing, that's what I would love for everybody. I know everybody may not get that same kind of enlightenment, I guess I put it that way, but I know somebody out there listening will. That's my main thing. And like I said, I definitely I'm happier now, have worked through the trauma, all that kind of stuff now. Like I said, I have a smile on my face every day, and I want to make sure that you all can feel that way as well. It's a damn good feeling if you've never felt free, I guess free within, I guess I put it that way, and happier within and all those kind of things. Not depressed, I guess, as much or anymore as you used to be, or not anxious or having all these kind of tempers like I used to and that kind of thing. Like I said, I know what the healing journey feels like. I know what it looks like, and I know what the other outcome or the other side of that looks like as well. Because I'm, of course, I'm doing fabulous at this time. I guess I can say that. I may not be making millions, anything like that. I can care less about that. My main thing was, of course, working through my behaviors, working through my trauma, working through the issues that I was going through, in order for me to, of course, educate you all and, of course, share my lessons, my journey, and my information with you all, so to help somebody else on the journey and the path as well. So like I said, with this video, I was talking about learning about the trauma. So let's make sure, like I said, I'll share some resources in the description of this video so that you can, of course, start reading some articles, finding out more about trauma, that kind of thing, statistics, the grooming process and that kind of thing, so that you can kind of realize, kind of, like I said, that it was not your fault at all in this situation. So like I said, with that, I want to say thank you again. I'm Chanetta, your relationship coach at Speak Your Truth. Speak Your Truth is where I educate and inspire you to, of course, be who you are and speak your own truth within your own relationships. And like I said, the main relationship I'm focusing on is about yourself at this time. I know we have marriages and couples and that kind of thing, but like I said, if we can't deal with ourselves, we can't have a relationship wholly with nobody else, or have a relationship with anybody else. We can't share love with anybody else to the extent that we want to. So we have to deal with ourselves first, y'all. So let's keep that in mind. So with that, I want to say thank you all again. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Everybody take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.